of this game instead and play Venba. It's not really puzzly or anything like that. I mean, it is to a certain extent, but it's a very short game. It's a narrative cooking game where you are playing as an Indian mom who has immigrated to Canada with her family in the 1980s. And it's a whole thing of family and immigration and all of that. And honestly, it was a cute little game. Definitely sort of pulled at the heartstrings a bit. But I will have this set up in just a minute. I'm working on switching everything around. All right. Did this, did my thing update? Yes, it looks like it did. Okay. All right. And yes, I have played this once before. Because I wasn't sure what it was, so I was playing it a little bit. Think well before you dare, and never ruminate once in action. 1988. Leaving already? I am sorry, did I wake you? What time is it? 8? How are you feeling? We'll be tired. Just like yesterday. Okay, I'll call your school and say you can't come in today. I was just about to leave for work. You should go back to sleep. What about your lunch? There's some leftover idli batter and garlic chutney from yesterday. You can steam some idlis quickly. And I don't know if I'm pronouncing any of these food names correctly. I don't know if I can figure all that out. It's okay, I was just about to leave. It's just idlis. It's very easy. It'll take me too long then, but don't worry. I can just survive on the coffee machine. Okay, or fine, I'll make it then. We'll make it. Wait 5 minutes. Venba, really? It's fine. No. I need to make lunch for myself anyway. Just tell the school I'll be done in a minute. Okay. Okay, let's get this done fast. Although, should I try my mother's recipe for once? The way I make idlis are never as soft as hers, and they would always cheer me up when I'm feeling sick. I should just make them her way today. If the recipe is still readable, that is. And this is where the puzzle aspect of the game comes in, because the recipes aren't always legible. Alright. It is plate, towel, cooker, bowls to steam through, Also it holds the batter can cook. Range plates so steam can cook the batter properly. Not made them with these kind of plates before. The only difference from mine seems to be the holes on the plates. The recipe always calls for towels. I'm not sure why. But Anna swears this method makes the idlis a lot softer. Alright. So. Put in a plate without batter in the cooker. Okay, how about we put water in it? Okay, there's holes in it, so towel first so the batter doesn't leak out. There we go. Towel, batter, and then turn. Oh, I see. Undo. You have to turn it before you put in the next one. Lid. Alright. That should be long enough. Let's remove the lid and see how it turns out. It's done. Aw, that's cute. Oh wow, you even took the time to make our faces. I think you forgot about my beard though. You really didn't have to do this. What else could I do? My husband can't figure out idlis. Venba, I told you to go to sleep. You've been feeling sick and exhausted. You didn't have to cook. It's not a big deal if I skip lunch once. Avalon, you're making me choose between resting and letting you starve. That's not a fair choice to me. You're not letting me starve. I know, but that's what it feels like. And even if I had let you leave, well, if that's how she feels, it would probably be I couldn't sleep peacefully. I'd feel too guilty. I know I shouldn't, but you know I would. Is it so hard for you to cook even on days like this? You're right. Sorry. Did you look for tickets back home? Yes, it's expensive, but we can manage it. So do you think we should go? I don't know. Let me ask the boss again if he can make me full-time. But unless the school gives you more shifts, or my boss changes his mind, it's going to be tough to stay in Canada. You know there are other options, but I wouldn't mind going back. I'm sure I can teach again at my old job. And there's nothing really keeping us here. That would be nice. Okay, well, why don't you leave with me now? I'll walk you to the doctor's office before I go to work. Oh no, I'm sure all I need is some sleep. You've been saying that for 2 days now. Come on, I'll walk you. Doctors are free here. Venba, are you home? What did the doctor say? So the boss didn't even consider it. Unless a miracle happens, I say we start packing. What? What's with you? You never told me what the doctor said. Well, I think you should eat first. Okay. Idlis again? Ah, what has gotten into you today? Ah, she's pregnant. So I guess this means we have a reason to stay. I mean, raising a child back home wouldn't be so bad either, but there's a chance at a very different life here. It's only going to get more expensive, though, and we're barely scraping by as it is. We can't provide everything other parents would be able to. What if they resent us for that when they grow up? Maybe moving back to India is the best option after all. But then they could resent us for taking away this opportunity. What do you think, Venba? Why aren't you saying anything? I don't know. It's funny to see you worry like this. Are you not worried? I don't know. I feel very calm for some reason. That makes one of us. Avalon, don't worry. I'm sure they will turn out just fine. How can you be so sure? It's our child. How else could they turn out? Being outshone by one's children is a universally desired form of sweet defeat. 1994. Says he was 88 before, so now he's, 5, 6, something like that? My name is Pavalon, sir. Pavalon, sir. Cabin. Where did you run off to? Sir, it would be my privilege to work with you. Pardon me, sir? I don't have time to play, Cabin. I have a lot of work to do. Yes, sir, I've managed transport of hundreds of units of inventory per day. Pardon me, sir? Cabin, there you are. What are you wearing? Where's your shirt? It's a cape. Take that off, let's get you dressed. No, I like it. That job was in India, sir, but... Cabin, wait there, don't run. I love that you have this little, mask in the back here that's just eyeballs moving to follow everybody. Cabin, come back here. This has become a routine now. Yes, sir. Bachelor of Science in Physics, sir. Oh, that towel is so dirty, da. Here, wear this shirt, kinda. No! But, sir, you can just take me on a probation period, maybe. I'm driven, self-started, and a quick learner, sir. Put this on, kinda. Hurry up now. But I don't want to. Speak in Tamil. Tamil? I don't know how that's pronounced. Cabin. I can't even understand what you're saying. You don't have to pay until then. Please, Kana? I understand, sir. Yes, good boy. Okay. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for considering me. Good day. That didn't sound like it went well. Hello, Mr. Bachelor of Science. What happened? Same old. I'm telling you, it's time for it to go. They didn't buy the hundreds of units of inventory story. That's not entirely untrue. I helped out in a grocery store when I was 12, and you were paid in candy. Ah, well, I've only worked as a writer back home. I don't see myself getting a job for that here. Not with my English. I spend half these calls asking them to repeat themselves. I should watch cartoons with Kevin. If I can understand those shows, maybe I can understand these people too. Yay! We can watch Batman together, Appa. Yes, but your son is going to forget Tamil at this rate. Did you know his friends call him Kevin? What's wrong with that? Speak in Tamil, da. Well, what's wrong with that? It's only one letter that's different anyways. Names tell stories. It's a way for people to learn about you and where you're from. You shouldn't be afraid to correct your friends. It's your name, after all. Who else is going to tell them? And Kevin means beautiful. It's such a lovely name, and it suits you so well. I don't want to be beautiful. I just want to be Kevin. He's brighter than us, Venba. He's learned to adapt. We haven't. You know, he aced yesterday's English quiz? He did? Really? Good job. We should celebrate, Dakana. What do you want to eat? I'll make something special. Oh, can we order pizza? Speaking to me, Kevin. I'm doing it now. I want pizza. How about something we make at home? Because they're struggling, so they don't want to order stuff. Like parota. Dosa? Idiyappam? Ghee dosa? Biryani? Curry dosa? Okay, Dad is stuck on the dosa thing. No, I'm tired of all of these. I said I want pizza. Extra cheese. Extra toppings. You eat pizza all the time. Kevin, have you ever had putu? I don't know if I'm pronouncing any of these right. No. What's that? Well, I've only seen my mother make it before. It's a lot of fun to make. It reminds me of a rocket. Rocket? Yes, a lot of steam comes out when you make it. It looks just like a rocket launching. It does? Yes. But you know what? Let's just order pizza. There's no rocket, but you get a nice cardboard box. Will it really look like a rocket launch? Do you want to see? Smart mother. Alright, let's get started. I haven't made this before, but Amma has a recipe on it. Hopefully, it's readable. Where's the rocket? We need to make the flour first, Okay. 500 grams of rice and water. I'm going to blend the rice, separate it, something with the chunks, and then combine the fine rice with the water. Then we get to the rocket part. Soon, Dad. Be patient. Okay. Blend the rice. Should shake the silver with a towel to catch everything. Yeah. Oh, I actually have to shake it. Gotcha. Just keep doing this until it's all just fine stuff, I guess. And then just combine it with the water. I think this is perfect. Why does this feel like flour even though there was so much water? We have to mix the water and flour little by little. The final consistency should feel like slightly wet sand. Alright, that wasn't too hard. Come on, then when we get to the rocket. I mean, she did promise him a rocket. Alright. Coconut layers as far away from each other as possible. 4 tablespoons of something. Okay, so these 3 are probably coconut. Are all of these flour? For two layers next to each other, I guess? Okay, water. Straightforward. Assemble the parts so the water steams and cooks what's above. Tricky part is figuring out how much rice and coconut is needed. And in what order. Coconut can crumble easily. Okay. And then the mold. Coconut. Weird. It's lunchtime, Calvin. Wow, that was so cool. Venba, I can't believe it didn't fall. Amma, can we do that again? We are unable to offer you our secondary teacher position at this time. However, we encourage you to apply again next year. Is he asleep? I think so. Kevin? Yes, he is. Good. So that interview, another dead end? Yes. I think I knew that before I took the call. No relevant Canadian work experience. We'll keep you on file. I don't know. I feel like I deluded us into thinking we can make it work here. Well, don't worry. I'll go to the employment office again tomorrow. What? I know you don't like Suresh, but I think you should take that sales job at his company. And we barely know anyone. It's all about who you know here, and we barely know anyone. We're not in a position to pick and choose our help. I thought moving here would be a chance to start over. But even here, we still have to beg people like Suresh. He's not begging. I know. I'll call him tomorrow. Thank you. But honestly, I think you're more qualified for sales than I am. I mean, the way you sold Kevin on the Putu today. You're really good with kids. I can't believe you're having a hard time teaching in school. Well, it's not like teaching back home. It makes me worry about Kevin. Why? Well, back home, I could get the class to laugh, open up, get them in the mood to learn, you know? But it's harder here. What does that have to do with Kevin? I just feel like there's a wall between me and my class. I can't connect with them. They lead very different lives than we did. And I feel that same wall growing around Kevin. How do you mean? What if I can't connect with Kevin? It's so hard to even talk to him. He speaks in English all the time. And he talks so fast. It's hard to understand him. It's like he's in a different world than us. Well, it's more than just that. He's not interested in anything we do, or he doesn't eat lunch at school. Let's try this one. He doesn't eat lunch at school. He brings it back every day as some excuse. I don't know if the other kids make fun of him for it, or if he's embarrassed. I don't know. I'm worried. These things bother me too, but we chose to bring him up here, not him. We did it because we thought he'd have a better life here. And he does. This place comes with better education and opportunities, but it also comes with its own culture, language, values. We can't pick and choose the ones we want and ask him to ignore from the others. I think it's natural that any kid wants to fit in, right? Yes, maybe. It's just scary. Don't worry, Venba, he'll turn out just fine. How are you so sure? He's our child. How else will he turn out? He just gave her own words back to her. Those fallen from their resolve are stripped of respect like hair fallen from the head. 95, so a year later. Go on. Tell her. His name is Papillon. He's my dad. P-A-A-V-A-L-A-N. She says Appa is not at the office. Does she know what time he left? Do you know when my dad left the office? Okay, well, does she at least know if he came in today? Did you see my dad today? Ask her if he usually leaves with anybody. Maybe we can call him? Does he usually go home with someone? She says no, Dad usually leaves alone and he's very quiet. She says all the sales staff left at 5 p.m. today. She says he must have left then too. Okay, thank you. Why are we walking through the park, Amma? Do you think Appa will be here? I don't know, Kana. Sometimes your Appa loves to walk instead of taking the bus. If he decided to walk home from the office, it should be through here. But the lady said Appa left at 5. What's taking him so long? Do you think he went somewhere else first? But where would he go for this long? I don't know, Cabin. Enough with your questions. Sorry, Kana. I'm just worried about Appa. Why are you worried? Do you think something happened to him? No, I'm sure he's fine. You don't have to stay quiet, Cabin. Here, you can ask me anything you want. Anything? Yes, and I'll answer it. But only if you can ask it in Tamil. Okay? Ooh, okay, I can do that. Okay? Okay, I can do that. Why did that lady say that Appa is very quiet? He talks a lot at home. Oh, look at you go. See, you can speak to Neil when you want to. I don't know. Maybe it's that they don't talk to him? What do you mean? Oh, nothing. He doesn't really like his job, Cabin. Maybe that's why. He was a writer back home, right? Did he like his job then? Oh, yes, he loved to write. How come I never see him write at home? Well, he always writes when something bothers him. Back home, that used to be every day. Maybe you should bug him more. How did they meet? What did you do back home? What did you do back home? Same as here. I was a teacher. And not just a supply teacher. I taught math for 9 to 12th standard. Were you a cool teacher? What's a cool teacher? Fun and easygoing. Like, were the kids scared of you? Only kids named Cabin. I don't know. I like to think I was good at it. My classes were always fun for the students. Though I don't think I'm a cool teacher here. I miss those days. But you teach here too. It's not the same. Why not? I don't know. It's just not. Why did you move here? Do you think you'll ever go back? Why did you move here? It wasn't an easy choice. Havilan wanted to be with me, and I couldn't imagine being with anyone else. But a lot of people took issue with us being together, and they decided to make it a problem. It was getting really hard to deal with it, so we gambled on a fresh start here and took it. I see Appa. Please tell me he's not dead. Okay. He's still alive. Oh. Looks like he was in a fight. And he's writing again. Nothing, no matter how dear, should be sought at the expense of one's honor. Alright, 2006. So if he was born in 88, you're looking at 18. They are getting old. And that was a graduation photo, so okay, I just finished cutting the onions too. I think you should have everything you need. Yes, thanks, Pa. I'll go help Kevin pack. I'm assuming he's going to college. Oh my God. Okay, this recipe is completely unreadable. Layered biryani is really fancy. I've never made it that way before, but I've seen Amma make it the night before we left India. Maybe I can try remembering them. Okay. Now the beef goes in after we add the salt and powders. That order is important. Then add water and let it reduce. You can remember all instructions recipes I gave you. Beef goes in after we add all the salt and powders. That order is important. Then add water and let it reduce. There's a logic to the order you add these 4 ingredients in. You want all of them to fry in the oil nicely, but the ingredient you add first will always fry more in the oil than the one you add next. Right, so if I want onions to turn golden brown, they need to be fried the most. And remember, once you add tomatoes, they release so much water, it's hard for anything to fry after. So onions first, tomatoes last. Chilies and ginger garlic paste. Cardamom, water. Okay, what is this? Remember, add all these first. These ingredients are expensive. Why are you going through all of this trouble? It's okay, Dee. It's a big thing to leave to another country. I don't know when I'll be able to cook for you again. Okay, so all the herbs. Okay, so all the herbs go in first. And then you're adding water to this afterwards, right? Then add water. Powders and then beef. Okay, so all of this stuff first. And then we'll do, Mama, I wish you could see how much these cost here. You would lose your mind over these prices. Wait, was the salt with the... all the salt and powders. Okay. Onions. Chilies. Yeah. Then the tomatoes. Of course the tomatoes go in last. We went through a lot of trouble for the recipe book, Anna. I'm sorry I couldn't take better care of it. But I'm fixing these now, and I hope Calvin can appreciate it when he cooks these. If he ever does. Alright. Then salt. Then the powders. Then this. Then the water. Ah, this smells divine. I think we just need to let it simmer for 30 minutes and then we can start the layering. Gravy is done. All that's left is the biryani. I hope I can finish it before Calvin leaves. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Once done, let it sit in low flame for 30 minutes. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. At least the second part is salvageable. I think the idea is to put everything in the pot, seal tightly, let it simmer together. The 1, 2, 3 might refer to the different layers of gravy, rice, and other things. But in what order? Maybe I can try to remember. I see, we just add all of these together on top of the rice layer. And that's the final layer? Yes. What's wrong, Alma? Oh, Alma, why are you crying? You know we'll visit often, and once things are better, we'll come back here. This is our home. Where else would we go? I know, Kana, it's just so far away. Well, she didn't go back. So everything on top of the rice. I'll put these together on top of the rice layer. I feel like the gravy has to be on the very top. Fried onions, cilantro, ghee, cashews, mint, saffron milk. Oh, I have no idea. Rice. What does this picture look like? That looks like all the seasonings. I have no idea. Types of biryanis. So fun to make and can be made in different ways. Every state in India has its own biryani and they all swear it's the best. I've always loved the Hyderabadi biryani I'm making today. That doesn't help. Okay, give me a hint. This is hard. Yeah, give me a hint. No. Okay. I see the leaves. I see another set of leaves. That's the ghee. Oh, I sort of see all of that too. No, I don't think it is either. Okay, give me a hint. I should scoop out a layer of beef using the empty bowl. Okay. Okay, sure. I think this is right. You just have to cover it with the lid now. I didn't even consider the fact that there was an empty bowl over here. Okay, I think this is it. Just need to keep the flame very low and let it all cook together. The rice will fully absorb all the moisture from the gravy, deeply flavoring it. I can't wait. Should be good now. Looks amazing. How is it? Oh, so good. Is he eating with his fingers? Beef really is the best. Oh, it's really good, Amma. I'm glad. I won't get that many chances to cook for you like this again. Ah, Amma, stop being so dramatic. I'm just moving out for university. Yes, Kana, but we'll miss you. Have you packed everything? It's a long drive. We might have to get gas on the way. Oh, as it turns out, my friends are driving there today after all, so I'll be going with them. Oh. This way you and Appa won't have to drive all day. We wanted to see the university. I thought it'd be nice to see all the classrooms and buildings. You can give us a tour. It's not a hassle at all for us to drive you. We'd love to. It's just more convenient. There's nothing to tour, really. Just a bunch of gray buildings. Okay, Kana, sure. Did I even get any of the meat pieces? Maybe we can drive there next week, drop off some food. Oh, I almost forgot. Will your friend's car have enough space for some containers? I don't know why. I've packed a lot more of the biryani. I've also packed some potis, pickles, and sweets. Did she give all the pieces to Kevin? Mama, I can't take that in the car. Why not? I've packed for your friends too. You can all eat. Mama, they don't want biryani. And the whole car will smell. I don't want them in my dorm either. He is so embarrassed of his parents. You don't want any of it? Kevin, I put a lot of effort into making all of it this week. I didn't ask you to. Why are you getting mad? I know you didn't ask, but what will you even eat there? I don't know. There are cafeterias, instant noodles, whatever. I'll figure it out. Can't believe she gave him all the pieces. I'm just eating kusha here. That's not healthy, Kevin. You can't eat out every day. Literally everyone there will be doing that. I'm just trying to be helpful. Well, you're not. Why don't you just take some of it? You don't even have to eat it. I said no, Amma. I'm done with this. This is a fresh start for me. I don't want to smell like Little India anymore. I just want to be normal, for once. Kana, the language you speak, the food you eat, the clothes you wear, only you should decide that, Kevin. You don't have to change who you are for us, but just be sure you're not changing who you are for anyone else either. There's a wonderful and beautiful culture that's a part of you. It would be a shame if you chose not to be a part of it just because you think it's not normal. Then why did we even move here? You should have just stayed in India. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell. It's just, there's no need to create a fuss over any of this. It's not like you're never going to see me again. I'll visit often, okay? Okay. And I'll call every week, too. So please try not to worry, okay? Okay. Somehow I have a feeling that is not going to be the case. Is that them? Yes, I think so. Who is that girl? I've never seen her before. Smart kid. This is why he didn't want us to drive him. Chip off the old block. There he goes. I suppose it's good that he's so independent and makes his own choices, even if they are so incorrect. Our choices were mostly made for us already. Whatever he chooses, at least it'll be his own decision. We just have to wait patiently for him to come back to us. Until then, it's just the two of us again, huh? Just like old times. We are unable to offer you our secondary teacher position at this time. However, we encourage you to apply again next year. Well, that seems to continually be a theme there. Oh, did Cavan reach the university? Did he text or call yet? No. But we told him to text or call when he gets there, right? Yes. Well, maybe he hasn't got... Oh, he has. He kept waiting and got worried, so I finally called him. He just said he forgot to inform us and hurried to hang up. Ah, well, it's a big day after all. I'm sure he has a lot going on there. Oh, sure. Let your son do as he likes. I'm not going to bother anymore. He doesn't want to eat what we make. He doesn't want to speak into meal. He doesn't even want the name we gave him. I'm done chasing after him. Yes, you're right. Oh, wait. He forgot his headphones in his room. I was going to bring it to him sometime next week, but maybe we should just let him pick it up whenever he's here next. Oh, he did? Of course not, Pavlon. We should help if we can. He uses those headphones all the time. It'll be hard for him without that. What? Oh, you made that up. Is there anything more fleeting than your anger towards Cavan? That's what being a parent is, I suppose. When Cavan said he wants to pursue writing, I was so happy. Finally, something we have in common. I wanted to show him all the works that inspired me and all the poems and stories that I loved. And the ones you wrote, too. All the stories you read to him as a child were just ones you wrote on the spot. Yes, but I doubt he even remembers that. I don't even know if he can read Tamil literature, much less understand it. I used to wonder why he wanted to turn his back on all the unique and special things his roots have to offer. But after that night in the park, maybe he's thinking it's better not to be unique or stand out in any way, and I don't think we can blame him for that. I guess it wasn't the best decision to move. I don't get to write here. You don't get to teach here. It's hard for Cavan to be who he really wants to be here. Maybe you should have stayed. If you're going to suggest I would have been better off not moving here with you, my anger is going to be anything but fleeting. But come on, I know how much you miss home. Wouldn't you be happier back there? If I felt like I didn't have anyone, then yes, maybe I'd be happier there. But I have Cavan, and I have you. Home is where you two are. Longing for those who have forsaken you diminishes the beauty of the soul. Okay, so we're, what, another... Cavan is 30 now? Oh. I think the dad's gone. not sure what any of this food that I'm making is, but it does make me want to try authentic Indian food because I've never really had any. Oh, we're making a feast, aren't we? Come on. Slice. Three more things to go. Pepper? More seasonings. Chili. All the seasonings. Okay, I don't think I would really like to try that one because I'm not a huge fan of chilies or really anything spicy. Thank you. Okay, one more thing to do apparently. More chicken drummies and chilies. Hey Crystal, how are you? So Call of the Sea did not work at all. As soon as I was able to load in, I had the exact same issue as I had had before, even after starting a new game. All of that food she just made is going to go to waste, isn't it? Her son is an ass. Ayana, thank you so much. Sharon, I have a lot of plans today. Can I stop by for a bit later tonight? Super. Sorry, Alma, something came up last minute and I can't make it tonight. Yep. Such a waste. Also, something earlier in her thing said about making mutton, and I assumed that it wasn't chicken drumsticks, it was mutton. So how are you feeling today, Crystal? And I will look at your messages when I can. We are happy to inform you that your application for the secondary teacher position has been accepted. Finally, took long enough. Tired from running around? I understand that. Without one's dignity, one becomes a puppet to many... I missed the last word. Got your ice machine on at the moment, playing some Palia? Okay. Exactly the vibe I was looking for. Great, but just so you know, that's not usually hung inside the house. My dad just liked to hang it inside. Yeah, that's fine. I just needed something unique and interesting here. By the way, for the school lunch scene, I was thinking it'd be cool if there was like a super diverse table of kids and they all shared food from their different cultures. What do you think Priya's lunch should be? Chicken tikka, spicy vindaloo maybe? Well, Priya is Tamil, so probably none of those. What if we show her eating nothing? Like, I would bring back my lunch a lot, lol. I was too embarrassed to eat it at school. Maybe we can touch upon that. I have a feeling that's not what he's looking for if he's like super excited about the mask. Oh. That might not fit the tone of the show. It's just a fun scene that celebrates different cultures and cuisines that really represents Toronto. You must have a favorite dish your mom made or something, right? It just feels weird for me to write a scene where she isn't even a bit apprehensive about the lunch. I was terrified to even open the lid. I get we're celebrating it, but a scene like this would make me feel like I was worried about nothing when I was. Okay, never mind. Okay, I appreciate that, Crystal. I'll take a look at them. Yeah, I'll check my mother's recipe book. So he's working on some kind of a show. Okay, so if I have to give him a recipe, the least I can do is ensure it's authentic. I can't believe Amma didn't take the recipe book with her when she left to India, though. Oh, she went back home. Oh, it looks like she's fixed a lot of these recipes. I can't read Tamil very well, but let's see. Ooh, idlis. Idlis? Is this putu? Oh, I remember making this with Amma and Appa. That was fun. Biryani, of course, Appa's favorite. Natu Kozi Kulambu. That's like chicken soup, I think. She made this for me one time when I was really ill. This is the only thing I could eat without throwing up. I must have been around 5 then. I still remember the taste, the smell, and the day she made it. There was a phone call from India. The cooker was whistling. Amma fed it to me, but I think she was upset about something. I wonder what it was. Anyway, if I'm going to feature this recipe in the show, I better cook it at least once. Oh, how helpful. She's drawn cute pictures of the ingredients needed. I'll go pick those up first, and then I can start putting it together. Alright. We're just going to keep soaking these things, I guess. Can't really read this, but thankfully there's a diagram. Looks like you have to mix the tamarind with the water to extract its essence multiple times. Oh, the water really changed color. I could add more water directly to this bowl, but that might dilute the extracted water. I need to find a way to separate it. Yeah, I just did that because I saw that in the diagram. Water isn't really changing color that much anymore. I think I've gotten everything I can from the tamarind. Add it to the other bowl and see. That's as much as I'm going to get, I think. I hope this means the tamarind water is ready. On to the next thing. That is a lot of ingredients, holy crap. Okay. Well, there's no diagrams in this one. My Tamil isn't the most fluent, so I might not be able to translate this fully. Maybe I can do it step by step. I think I can make out a few of these words. Toast both of the grains first. Just have to figure out the missing parts. And we can go step by step. But I don't really see any grains. Did I mistranslate something? Garlic and ginger, shallots, tomatoes, salt, curry leaves, cumin, chilies, mustard seeds. I would say the garlic and the ginger. That way you give the oil the flavor of them. And the chilies. Both the things, okay, maybe not. Shallots and nope. What would be considered grains? see. I am not sure. Maybe the shallots in the powder? No. I feel like none of this really falls under the category of grains. If only I could read to meal. Really need some help here. Add both the grains. I don't see any grains, but I do see seeds. Okay. Seeds, not grains. Well, it doesn't help when he mistranslates stuff. Can't count the number of times I've woken up to the sound, though. How is it already smelling so good? Can read this part easily. Next, add red leaves and green chilies. Sure. Also have my words for red and green switched around. Add minced. I'm going to assume this is the shallots and the ginger and garlic. Smells so good. It's usually around this time Amma has me waving away all the steam from the smoke detector. What gives out water? First add blank that creates water, then add water itself. Tomatoes. Frying it seems to release a lot of water. Yeah, there are some pretty realistic sounds in this game. And that's what the tamarind water is for. Blank and blank to taste. Powder and salt to taste. Yeah, the game is a cooking game, but it has a lot of narrative in between all the cooking elements. And basically a woman, you're playing as a woman for the first part of the game from India who moved to Canada in the 1980s, and she and her husband wind up having a kid. And he, growing up in Canada, speaking English and all that, kind of pulls away from them and their culture. At this point, he's basically distanced himself entirely from them and his culture. The dad has passed away. The mom has now moved back to India. And he's helping with some kind of a show, and he's trying to make an authentic recipe based on his mother's recipe book. Let's see, Amma was upset because of the phone call she got from home. I think I remember now. So you play as her for the first half of the game. I'm sorry, Appa. I'm sorry I'm not there. Oh, was it? Okay. I know. I thought she was getting better. It's almost the end of the month, so I should be able to send you more money soon. No, it's okay. Let me at least be of use this way. I'm going to assume her mother passed away then. Can't read this part either, but there's not much to this. Just put everything in and cook it, I guess. Turmeric, water, bone-in chicken, and salt. Get the water in first. Okay. Salt. Turmeric. Lid. steamer thing. Cook. I should keep going. Take off the cooker, take off the lid. Whoa, that looks fantastic. Chicken stock always has a golden color, but the turmeric is making it look extra nice. Man, should we even feature this in the show? Some corporation is going to start selling an overpriced turmeric chicken stock after watching this. Okay, last step. We just have to mix these together, I suppose. Rasam is usually water, but here it's fresh chicken stock instead. That's really cool. Wow. I wonder how Chris will describe this to the team. An exotic take on chicken soup made from a variety of spices and aromatics. Gross. I feel like you should at least take the bones out at this point. Ah, that looks great, Amma. A lot easier than I thought. Let's see if it tastes anything like that day. I'm gonna say it did. Amma, why are you so sad? It's nothing. I heard something like it was, did I do something wrong? But I don't see any message that came through. Oh no, Kana, not at all. I heard from home. Your grandmother. Amma loves her a lot, but sometimes people have to leave and go far away. And Amma will just miss her. Why is she leaving? It's natural, Kevin. Everyone leaves someday. Us too? It'll happen to everyone. I won't leave you, Amma. Or Appa. Yeah, he did. Any recipe updates? A humble porridge can taste sweeter than nectar when fed by the little hands of one's child. Oh, he went to India. Okay, hold on a second. Let's turn this down a little bit. Every time she cooks, she turns the music up before she does. Alright, is that a little bit better in terms of sound? Alright, what are we doing here? Yeah, I told you that I'm terrible at this. It's easy, Kevin. Listen. It's all about temperature control with dosa. First, pour water on the stone to reduce the heat. Next, set the fire to the low setting. Pour the batter, and since the stone isn't hot, you can spread the batter easily. Add oil around the edges and turn up the heat. This will fry the batter and make it easy to flip once the edges are brown. Then it's done. Easy, right? Yeah, for you, another dosaster coming up. Well, we're about to find out, because first step was pour water on the stone. Batter. Spread it. Did I spread the batter wrong? You spread the batter fine, Kevin, but you forgot to do some things before spreading. Crap. Water on the stone. Fire to the low setting. Then the batter. Then oil around the edges and turn the heat back up. Okay. Low setting. Batter. Spread it. Oil around the edges. And then flip. Oh, no, I didn't turn the thing back up. Okay, one more time. Is it oil and then heat? There we go. Oh my God, I did it. Good job. Ready to try something harder? Are you ready to try uthapam now? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. The dosa will be a bit thicker this time so we can lay all the vegetables. Well, this is like the pizza one, right? With all the toppings. Yes. Not really though. Okay. Well, I think we're doing the same basic idea. So water turned down, batter. Spread the batter. Okay, now the toppings. Do I have to add all of them? Actually, you can just add whatever you like. Everyone's uthapam is different. Just make sure to add ghee first. Okay. Add the ghee first. What do we got here to put on it? Carrots. I like carrots. I like onions. Idli powder. Don't know what it is, but sure. Green chilies. I don't like those, but we're going to put them on anyway. Turn it up. And flip. I think I'm getting the hang of this. See, I told you it's easy. Now what are we making? I haven't made this in a while. This was your Appa's favorite. Kari dosa is dosa with minced meat. Yes, exactly. We're doing it with mutton here, but you can do it with chicken, beef, or whatever you like. this. Spread. Good job, Kevin. Now we can start adding the curry toppings. Like uthapam, you want to add the ghee first, then add the beaten egg as a coating, followed by the actual curry and finish it with coriander. Okay, so ghee first, then the beaten eggs, then the curry, then coriander. Turn it up. Flip. And again. Another one down. This is fun. Yes, it really is. You're doing great, Kevin. You can start your own dosa restaurant when you go back. I know, right? I could probably run the best one. If there were restaurants that can serve dosas like this back there, he wouldn't have missed home so much and left, huh? I came here for more than just dosas, Kevin. Oh yeah, of course, I was just joking. Oh, he's wearing his dad's glasses. Oh. Okay, well, you start eating these. I'll make the rest and then join you. No, I'll do it. Otherwise they'll get cold before you can eat them. And won't they get cold for you then? Let me do it this one time at least. Sure, Kevin. Those do look interesting. I would like to try one. Amma, I have something to show you. This is Amma's recipe book. Have you been using it? Wait, I didn't fix some of these. You fixed those too? And you wrote into Tamil? This is great, Kevin. Is this all research for that show you're writing? No, Amma. Actually, I quit that job. Oh, why? I couldn't write what they wanted. Felt like a fraud. Given the way he was talking, what they wanted, both of these are accurate. But they wanted his experience of his childhood, and because he pulled away so much, he didn't really have that. Couldn't write what they wanted. I can't just write about dosas, cerise, and musicals. Our lives are more messy than that. And sometimes it's messy. Sometimes it has people like me. I've acted like being Tamil was inconvenient for me my whole life. But now I'm acting Tamil when it's convenient for me. When there's a job on the line. I couldn't deal with it. She's a mother. You're being unfair to yourself. It's true, Amma. I'm just a tourist. And I wasn't there for you after Appa, and every time I wanted to apologize, I just felt too guilty to even face you. You've always said you stayed in Canada for me. I know how much it must have hurt you to come back here, how much I must have hurt you. And Appa, it was so sudden. I always thought there would be time to tell him how much he inspires me. Even the stories he made up when I was a child and read them to me until I finally slept. My writing can't hold a candle to that. If I'm writing today, it's because of him. I'm still just trying to catch up to him. That's not why I came here, Kevin. You didn't? I came here because that's what's best for me, and even though it hurt me, it's what's best for you. What do you mean? I loved living here. The people, my parents, my job, everything. Leaving India was necessary but really hard. I felt bad for leaving, and I missed it so much that I wanted to raise you like we never left here. It must have been suffocating for you. And after Pavelan was his dad's name. Well, coming back here and teaching all these kids has been great. If I had stayed there, I don't think I could have given you the space you needed. Thanks, Amma. How long are you staying for? I don't know, Amma. But this is nice. What about you? Do you think you'll ever come back to Canada? I don't know, Kana. But this is really nice. And that was Venba. Cute, bit emotional, cooking thing, kind of a puzzly cooking thing, because half of the time you have no idea what's going on and you're just trying to figure out based on what the diagrams are or whatever. But it was cute. Alright, so we are going to play something else. Gonna switch over. Crystal, you still there? Let me grab something else to drink because I was talking a lot. Kind of a game you want to play. You want to play like Observation Duty or Lemon Cake or what else do I have? Sheepy, a short adventure. You'd love to play Lemon Cake if it wasn't so expensive. Also, it took me a minute to realize that LC was Lemon Cake and not Lethal Company. The last one, it's a short little, like, cute platformer game called Sheepy, a short adventure. You basically play as a little sheep. Understandable. You want to do the sheepy one? Alright. Give me just a moment. We're going to put up my BRB screen and I will switch everything around and then we will be back in just a minute and we'll play some sheepy. The only problem with sheepy is I don't know how well I'm going to be able to do it just because that game recommends a controller. So we'll see. Oops. Alright, be back in just a few. We'll see.